When I think about 1892, it's the beginning of it all. Charles Hurdy, who was a young man at this point, had come back from Johns Hopkins. He really fell in love with this game of football, and he bought a rule book. He brought it back down to Athens with him. Charles Hurdy basically threw football out. They scheduled a game against Mercer. And on a Saturday afternoon, January 30th, it's a cold day apparently, a few kind of curious spectators lined the field to watch this game, and we beat the crap out of Mercer that day. So many things that we do today have their roots in that first day of January 30th, 1892.
Athens is finally getting what almost every other major city has, a club with a business connection, a social connection, made up of people that we wanted to spend time with.
And so 1892 is going to be, that place.
I have a lot of experience in private clubs, but this will be Indigo Road's first private club. Athens has given us an incredible warm welcome. Having the foundation of Oak Steakhouse, you have 21 years of culinary excellence from us. You have a vibrant restaurant that can support the club operations. The level of excellence is just naturally risen.
So this is the tallest building in Athens. This will be the main entrance to the steakhouse. Historic marker plaque right there that we talked about, kind of detailing the history of the building. We'll have the Oak Steakhouse neon sign on the corner, and this is where we'll walk into the club.
It's an incredible historic property that's thoughtfully being transformed into this great club.
So you come through right here, it'll be like a big red door that we come into.
Envision yourself walking up and the individual said, Mr. Buchanan, welcome to 1892.
This is where we have the 1892 football team yearbook picture on this wall.
That's great.
Yeah. Newspaper article from the January 30th game when we beat Mercer right here. You turn around, this will be the concierge, check-in. When you have someone over at your house for dinner, you don't tell them to go sit down in the dining room. They go to the living room first.
Right.
So here's our living rooms.
In the bar, referenced as the living room, not only are we enjoying our cocktail, but there's the opportunity to go ahead and order what you're going to have for your meal while you're in the living room.
This is where you come in, you enjoy your drink, you order your meal, and you don't sit down until the food's on the table.
You're not wasting time. You're having the experience of dinner, and salads are coming out, oysters are coming out, the steak will be ready at the appropriate time.
And then it becomes more of an experience of, okay, you and I just came in for dinner, but then Jason's here.
Right.
And so Jason's now part of our, just like when you talk about family style, you're with people you don't know, but they're part of your experience.
Food is a great connector. I think one of the aspirations of the club is human connection. I mean, I think that's the primary aspiration of the club. My goal for 1892 is that people form lifelong friendships.
Being able to sit down and have a great meal, a great conversation, a lot of laughs with people that I know or new folks that I can meet, that means a lot for me.
Will the food be great? Will the wine be great? Will the drinks be great? Absolutely. But it's that cultural feel, that experience, that camaraderie that you have. That's the unique aspect of what 1892 is all about.
If you don't plan to see people at a tailgate or just bump into them around town, then you might not see a lot of people, but this is going to be a congregating spot.
This is the formal dining room with a library, wine lockers, and then above the wine lockers, one of our members has every copy of the UGA yearbook. So you pull off your favorite vintage of wine, and then pull off your favorite vintage of a yearbook, to enjoy. Final thing is we have the dessert room in here, vinyl player that hooks up to the Sonos system. You have dessert, you have your coffee, you have your after dinner drink, and you hang out here for as long as you want.
I think there's certain buildings that kind of reveal to you what they want to be. Just felt like a steakhouse. It just felt like that place that needed to be a steakhouse.
To see how that building had been transformed, but a lot of the beauty of the place maintained, like the high ceilings and the light that's going to be in there.
The attention to detail, the woodwork, the trim work that's going to be there. Lots of excitement around there from other people about what's going on in there.
The grandeur of the space is pretty compelling. I think it feels like an Oak Steakhouse.
UGA's introduction to the world was this 1843 etching of North Campus. Was the first nationally publicized image of UGA. This is where that mural of North Campus is going. Here's all the old teller offices that we kept that will be semi-private dining rooms, and we would love to, like on the walls, write the years. So we won a national championship game in every sport, keeping that living history. And then each April, we'll do the celebration dinner. The club invites every student athlete who's won a national championship game in the last year, and they get that White House dinner feel.
I am struck by how beautiful it is. It's going to be stunning. I can't wait.
Everyone involved in this club is a passionate supporter of the University of Georgia. They dedicate a significant part of their lives to supporting the university. And you have to ask, why is that? You really become an adult there. You find your path in life. You find your purpose in life. And so you have this kind of emotional pull. It's something that connects us through the generations.
The collection of memorabilia that dates to the history of the University of Georgia's athletic prowess, its academic prowess, and how that will be celebrated. It brought that visualization to life.
The photograph collection is part of the Athletic Association archive, which is a tremendous asset to any Georgia fan or supporter. I've been working to curate selection of photos that your members will see on the club walls. I want people to see these people, see these great names from our past come alive in a real way. They can understand how we got to be the University of Georgia and all of its traditions and all of its glories that we have. And we can pass those down, and so they don't get lost.
The team that put this together, the men and women that are members, expectations are high all the way around, and I know that they will be fulfilled.
Looking forward to seeing the space being created and then creating our own memories with family and friends and colleagues. It's going to be really unique.
At the end of the day, it is a club in a city downtown that has food, wine, drinks, social atmosphere, but it is a very unique concept. It creates a little intellectual intrigue for people, and it gets people fired up. It is a club, but you're also home.